And I realized that boundaries aren't just physical, right? Like we have our skin, that's a boundary to our body. We have roads, we have um, entries, the door on your house. These are all boundaries, fencing. Those are all like boundaries that we see and we use all the time. But there's the unseen boundaries that are not so obvious, like the psychic boundaries, where, someone or something could be infiltrating your psychic boundaries, meaning like they're getting in, and it could be, you could feel it, but you might not know where it's coming from. And you could be doing that to someone else or something by basically sending, nasty thoughts. Like they're getting it, right? When you think about someone, they know you're thinking about them, even if they're not conscious about it. Like in the healing arts, I really go on about like having permission. Like ask permission before you send healing, because don't assume that that person or that animal wants your healing or even needs it. Right? That's a big assumption. So so that's also respecting the boundary of the animal or the person or the place even. So it goes both ways, right? Like we have boundaries that we like to keep in place, but then are we trampling someone else's boundary by, like, might be like by telling them what to do, right? I have a big thing around that. Like, nobody tells me what to do, right? Right? Like, you don't get to tell me what to do. I don't tell you what to do. And so to me, that's a big boundary. And when I feel that, like someone says, well, you should do, 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 do. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, boundary invasion, right? Because I am not going to tell you, well, you should da, 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 da. I'm not going to push my opinion or my assumptions or whatever on you. And in this climate that we're in, there's a lot of boundary flinging and trampling, and it's working both ways, where we're feeling it and when we're dishing it out. In this class, it's about being conscious of boundaries down to very sensitive boundaries, like the psychic boundaries that I told you about, the emotional boundaries, mental boundaries, that's to do with communication, ether boundaries, which is the unknown, all right, which works its way through in dreams. That's one way. It's my intention that you guys become advocates for yourself, all right? Advocates in the sense where if something's not right and you feel it's not right, it's not right. Okay? If you feel something's off, it's off. You start like trusting how you feel, trusting what you notice, and stop being a doormat, or don't allow yourself to be used or taken advantage of or manipulated. So you're going to start having a sense of that through your feelings, through your body. All right. So a lot of the exercises we're going to do are somatic. What that means is we're going into the body to get the information, not the head.